Susan. Remember we talked earlier, and I told you I went and we were going to do an observation. I was going to do the observation. We were going to fill out the data sheet.
Yeah.
I wanted to go over that with you if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the data sheet again. It has the date, observation number, coach observation knows that's just one-on-one observation. Time of day, day of the week, call center, observation number, the quad that we're in. And then it has nuances here that we go over as we're doing the observation that I've marked down, at-risk and safe behaviors.
All right.
So if you don't mind, I want to go over what I noticed as I was doing observation.
All right.
Okay? The first nuance here, we're looking, it was eyes on task. I think that was safe. You were sitting at your desk. As you were taking the call, you were looking at your monitor. That's what we're looking for here. I also noticed the tool and equipment, your conditions. What I mean by that, you had your headset on, the cord was wrapped around your desk, which is good. It's not hanging on the floor. So we're looking for that to have it off the floor. I noticed the use of the tool, which also means the headset. There was no frayed wires or anything like that. It was in good condition. I noticed your housekeeping and storage. What we're looking for is a clean desk, no obstructions on the desk, anything like that. That's great. Your identification, I did notice you were wearing your identification. We all feel safe with you wearing your identification. Okay. Now I did notice some at-risk behaviors as well as I was doing the observation and filling out the data sheet. I did notice your response to ergonomic risk, which is the way you were sitting in your chair. I noticed that you were slumped in the chair, and we're usually looking for you for, good posture, where you were sitting up in the chair or something we're looking for. And I also noticed, as I was walking around your desk to do the observation, I noticed your walking working surfaces were at risk. Which I mean by that, there's a bag on the floor right behind your desk, right behind your chair, that could create a tripping hazard.
Okay.
Okay? So going back to our ergonomic risk, where you were sitting in your chair, we go to the back of the data sheet and we fill out some questions, some answers here. We answer these questions here. Why was McCall a solution and try?
Okay.
So I want to ask you, do you think there's a solution to the way you were sitting in your chair based on risk for ergonomic risk?
Yes, I could make sure that my chair is in the proper position.
And were you aware of the bag? I mean, the way you were sitting, the way you were slumped in the chair. Are you aware of that? That could lead to back problems and things of that nature?
Yes.
So you agree?
Yes, I do.
And will you try to?
Yes,
Okay.
I will.
And the last at-risk behavior that I did notice was the walking working surfaces by the bag being in the back of your chair. And basically we're filling out the second part of the back of the sheet. Again, the why was, because, solution, and try. And I wanted to ask you, what's the solution to that? Bag being on the floor that you would not be at risk.
I put it over here underneath the desk, out of the way, away from the chair.
So were you aware of the bag being in the back of the chair?
Actually, no. I was rushing back from work. I was rushing back from lunch, and I didn't think about it. I just threw it back on the floor and punched it.
Do you agree that that was an at-risk behavior by having the bag in the back of the chair?
Yes.
And will you try to store the bag somewhere where it's not an at-risk situation for the future? And also down here, I wanted to ask you to wrap up our conversation today one-on-one. Do you have any questions, any safety concerns, anything I can answer for you, or put down here so it's reported to our facilitator? And I thank you for the time.